create a repo folder inside lib folder. Inside it, create a repository.dart file. Inside it, create a class named repository. Create string type variable and name it API key, and initialize it with the API key provided by Pexels. Create another variable of string type and name it base URL, and initialize it with the base URL which is mentioned in documentation on Pexels. Create a method of return type future list of images because it is mentioned that Pexels returns array of photos object. Name this method getImagesList. Pass it page number of integer type as a parameter to it. Make this method async. Inside this method, create a string type variable named URL and initialize it with empty string. Use if statement to check if page number is null, and inside it, set URL equal to this string. I made a small mistake here. I'll fix it later when we'll use this method. In else block, set URL equal to same string but add page parameter equal to page number inside it. Create a list of images, name it image list and initialize it with empty list. Now, use try catch block to handle errors. Leave catch block empty. Inside try block, create a variable named response. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Then use http.get. Pass URI.parse method to it, and now pass URL to this method. Then, use headers property, and pass API key inside header in key value pair. You must use this authorization key exactly like this. Now, use if statement to check if the response status code is between 200 to 299. Inside it, create a variable named JSON-data, and assign JSON.decode method to it, and then pass response.body to this method. Now use for loop to iterate through each object of the photos. From the object, we only want photos, so we'll only iterate through these like this, and set it as iterable. Inside it, create a variable named image and assign it the FromJSON method from image class, and pass JSON variable to this method. Then add this image to images list like this. Then come out of try block, and return images list. Now, create a method of return type future image and name it getImageById. Pass image ID of int type as a parameter to it, and make this method async. Inside it create a variable named URL, and initialize it with base URL and pass image ID like this to URL. Create an object of images class and initialize it with empty constructor. Create try catch block. Inside try block, create a variable of named response, assign it http.get method. Pass URI.parse method to it and then pass URL to it. Pass the headers same as before. Use if statement to check if the response status code is between 200 to 299. Inside it, create variable named JSON-data, assign it JSON.decode method, and pass it response.body. Use image object, assign it FromJSON method, and pass JSON-data to it. Then return this image. Now, create a method of return type future list of images. Name it getImagesBySearch. Pass search query as parameter to it, and make this method async. Inside it, create variable URL, and initialize it with base URL and search keyword, then set query equal to query and set per page equal to 80 like this. Copy the try-catch blocks from getImagesList method. Paste here. Create a list of images, named ImagesList, and initialize it with empty list. then return images list. Now create a method of return type future void, named download image, pass it image ID, image URL and build context as parameters, and make this method async. Inside it, use try-catch block. In try block, create variable named response, and assign it http.get method. Pass URI.parse method and pass image URL to it. Use if statement to check if the response status code is between 200 to 299. Inside it, create variable named bytes, assign it response.bodyBytes. Create variable named directory, and call external path package, and use getExternalStorage public directory method from it, and then pass external path.directory downloads to this method. You can use any other directory provided by this package, but I'm using downloads path. Then create a variable named file, and assign it file method. It comes from dart.io library, so import it too. Pass directory, and image ID to it like this, and also pass image extension to it. I'll be saving image in PNG format. Now use file.write as bytes method, and pass it bytes variable. Now use the media scanner package, and use load media method from it. And also pass file.path as a path to this method. Now use if statement that if build context is mounted. Inside it, use scaffold messenger.ofContext.clear snackbars method to clear already displaying snackbars. Then use scaffold messenger.ofContext.show snackbar method. Pass snackbar widget to it. Pass text widget to content. And pass some message inside it. Change background color to green color. Also reduce the duration down to 2 seconds. There are some errors, but we'll fix these while implementing this class in front end. With this repository class is complete.